They're part of the team. Part of the team, man. Can't tell you, part of the team.
Welcome to Tampa Bay. We fuck 'em up when we raise the flag. Fire the cannons and seize the day.
What is up, Bucs Nation? You're watching another episode of the Loose Cannons. You guys know who I am, the fucking godfather of the show, and my consigliere papilate to my left, right on your screen, and of course down below, our somehow accidentally adopted barefoot brother, Stanker. We're joined by a big brain today from Pewter Report, the salary cap, which is also kind of fugazi, by the way, analyst, Josh Queipo.
Analyst.
Analyst.
You almost said it. You
Almost said it.
You might as well just go ahead and put it out there.
Oh no, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that.
Just go ahead.
The Loose Cannons gang will fucking find you on Twitter. You don't want to do that.
Just go ahead.
Hey, someone said Josh Q. I mean, it's also almost there.
I see it. Jeremy loves. He knows.
Yeah, Jeremy Lowe. No, listen. I thought in our little pre-show pod that Josh Queipo's nickname could be Joshy Q. I thought it was kind of cool, kind of hip, kind of young. He doesn't like it. If you like it, throw a thumbs up in the fucking chat.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's see this. They're gonna fucking love this name.
You just released it out in the wild now, bro.
It's out there. I'm just the cat's out of the bag. Let's go.
I'm not calling you anything else. I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck either, bro.
Joshy Q, you know a lot about the NFL salary cap. You know how the numbers work. You're a massive brain compared to the sports doofuses on this show. So, can the Bucs bring back Levante David? Yes or no?
Yes, they absolutely can. But before we get to that, can we just talk a little bit about Gerald McCoy's Hall of Fame case?
Please go ahead. If you can present the case, go right ahead.
What the fuck did I miss?
Oh my God, you missed this, Poppy.
Yeah,
this
Josh
was all over Bucs Twitter today.
Josh also has a burner account. It goes by Caleb Beninock. Go ahead, Caleb.
Yeah.
Let us know how you think Gerald McCoy's a Hall of fucking Famer.
So Poppy, I'll bring you up to speed. Former Buccaneer offensive lineman Caleb Beninock went on Twitter and decided to put out to the world that Gerald McCoy should be in the Hall of Fame and has a better case for the call than the recently, or I guess will be inducted, Rondé Barber.
Yeah, he said that.
He out loud with his Twitter fingers.
CTE is real.
I don't want to say that to him, man. So I retweeted it, right, Latte? I go, the week's dumbest tweet has surfaced pretty early. And then I look back again and I was like, oh shit, this is Caleb Beninock. The actual NFL player thinks this?
Yeah. I didn't realize it either, bro, until it came up on my feed for like the 10th time. And I was like, what the fuck is this dumb shit? And I'm like, is that somebody who's like being a troll and putting Caleb Beninock? No, it's really Caleb. Like,
Yeah, verified.
I checked it 3 different times, dude, throughout the engagement that he and I were going back and forth on. And Latte, he just kept on going, dude. Ronde's only in the Hall of Fame because he got a ring. Buccaneers fans think he's a legend because he got a ring. Don't think about memories, think about stats. He goes, pull up your Ronde tape and I'll compare it to my Gerald McCoy tape. And I was like, dude, just watch the 2002 NFC Championship game. That's it. Just watch that game and no other film. And Ronde is a Hall of Famer. And dude, and everyone started going in on him, and everyone's like, dude, the only way that you think he's a Hall of Famer is because he whooped your ass every day in practice. So that's how you justify it in your mind. And dude, it was fucking wild. And I still don't believe it's really Caleb Benenoch. Nobody in the NFL could possibly think that.
So Gerald had to text him halfway through the day and be like, bro, stop. Had to.
He didn't see it because he has me blocked.
He stopped replying. So. Yeah.
Just saying.
Stop.
No, he's still going.
Friends will help you, bury the body.
All right.
And obviously, Caleb is Gerald's friend.
Speaking of Hall of Fame, Levante David, please.
Yeah. So Levante's contract will probably come in about 1 year, somewhere between $10 and $11.5 million. The Bucs absolutely can afford him. It just comes down to how much cap are they willing to push into the future on some of their current big deals. But I think they want Levante back, and if he wants to come back, I think that'll happen at around that price range. So yes, for all of you Levante lovers, it can and will happen as long as Levante wants to come back.
Me and Latte had this discussion yesterday. There's no way Jason Light's letting Levante leave the building. Both Nebraska guys, like, he's loved by the entire locker room. I don't think he wants to go anywhere. It's not like he needs to chase a fucking ring or anything like that. He's got what he needs here. He's got his friends in the locker room. He just doesn't appear like the guy is going to go out and chase an extra $2-3 million to go play somewhere else for a year.
I don't get that feeling from him. I think the big thing for him, it's very similar to some of the, Gronk last year, Brady, does he want to continue to play? I think is the bigger issue.
He's still playing at a high level, though.
He absolutely is.
Unlike one of the guys you just named.
The splash plays are fewer and farther between, but it's the stuff that he does that enables Stank. I know your guy Devin White to go off that really allows him to play at a high level. So
He does. He's like the eraser for 45.
Yeah,
he's the deodorant. Just makes it look good.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, he allows Levante or Devin White to do so many other things because he covers so much in the middle of the field.
Okay, so Josh.
Sir.
Joshy Q.
Joshy Q.
Yes.
What you're saying is there's no reason that the Bucs have to trade away Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. And we're seeing a lot of that. He's just Jason Light's first draft pick ever.
Right.
And a leader on this team. What
the case for trading Mike Evans would come down to it's a soft wide receiver draft class. It's a soft wide receiver free agent class. So he could probably get a lot for Evans. I still don't believe it's going to happen. No. And it's definitely not going to happen for Godwin.
With all that you said about Levante, does Levante coming back affect other guys that we can keep? Like, is he a choice that we have to make between, say, him and Jamel Dean?
Jamel Dean is gone.
Yes, he is.
Yeah,
$17 million a year. He's gone.
I agree. Yeah. He should totally go take the money. Get whatever you can get, dude, for sure. But Josh, does this keeping Levante affect us doing other things? Because I know you put out this tweet thread a couple weeks ago of all the stuff that you would do if you were a GM. Like, kind of go through some of that. And does Levante being re-signed affect that, or is this just something that they will figure out regardless of the other stuff that's moving around him?
A lot of it, like I said, is dependent on how much cap room they want to create. On the high end, they can probably create about $30 to $35 million of actual room. But that would require them to restructure Godwin, Carlton Davis, Shaq Mason, Ryan Jensen, Vita Vea, Shaq Barrett. It would require them to cut Fournette, Ryan Suckup, Cam Brate, and Donovan Smith. Yep, I was getting there. It would require them to do all of that and extend Evans and probably extend Devin White, because actually extending Devin White would lower his cap hit this year. If they were to do all of that, they could create about $35 million worth of room, which allows them to re-sign Levante and potentially do a few other things, whether that be external free agents or keeping a guy like, say, Mike Edwards, who's probably going to cost somewhere around $5 or $6 million a year. So it really comes down to how much do they want to push in the future? I get the impression that the Bucs really are trying to reset the cap issues that they created while they were in their Super Bowl window. And so I don't see them creating all of that room. I still think that they're going to bring back Levante, but you are going to see a lot of very small deals for B and C level free agents. You're going to see a lot of the 22 pending free agents that the Bucs have exit the team. And the team's going to look a lot different in 2023 than they did in 2022.
So, Joshy.
Yes,
Q.
sir. Oh, wonderful.
What does the situation? So, okay, right. We have been told as well, similar to what you just said, that it's time to pay the credit card, right?
Sure.
The Brady credit card, and that's fine. We've always been very cap responsible. We haven't done dumb shit like the fucking Saints. We're responsible.
My boy Greenberg.
We're honest with it, with ourselves. What happens after we take our medicine this year? What does it look like next? Because that's what I'm interested in. Okay, so we're gonna take this year. We'll pay the debt, pay the fucking credit card. What happens next year? Are we like we can go big fish hunting, or we're just kind of even?
Yeah, 2024 would be actually they've got quite a bit of cap room. Trying to pull it up here real quick. And if they take their lumps in 2023 with a down NFC South that they could still potentially win, they have a good chance to come out in 2024 looking really good. As of right now, their cap space for 2024 stands at $83.5 million. So, yeah.
Damn.
So
okay,
now,
we can go hunting.
So now that doesn't include, Tristan Wirfs at that point would be on his 5th-year option or potentially have his bag. Antoine Winfield Jr. would have to get his bag. Devin White is going to get his bag. Yes. So all of those are going to start pulling that 83.5 down. Not to mention the moves that they have to make just to become cap compliant this year is going to increase the cap hits for a lot of those players that I mentioned earlier, which is going to bring that 83.5 down more.
We also got to make room because we're bringing in Joe Burrow. I mean, that's a
no, they're not going to need
you
to.
guys have
they're
much better sources than I do. So if you know they're bringing in Burrow, hey, let me.
Everyone knows Cincinnati's owner doesn't pay players.
Why would we bring in?
The gears are in motion.
An article.
Listen, Joshy, the gears are in motion right now. The Burrow trade that's going to happen in a year, it's happening now.
Here comes Stank. Look at Stank wearing a stupid fucking Florida hat. Go ahead.
Okay,
why would you bring in a guy like Burrow? First of all, it was going to be a downgrade. Did you guys not see the stats that were going across Twitter yesterday? Huh? Kyle Trask is a better quarterback than Joe Burrow in college. Okay. All right. And you want to talk about who's going to need to get paid next year?
Burrow came from a better school, though, right?
Obviously, a better school.
Better at cooking fucking andouille sausage, maybe, but not better in any other fucking way. Like we have indoor plumbing, we have electricity. What the fuck they got there? They ain't got that shit there.
Listen, Gainesville,
it is New Orleans.
Gainesville ain't that different, dude.
Plumbing?
Listen, Gainesville ain't that different than Louisiana, all right? It's
we do have
it's right there.
Got a swamp right next door.
Aren't you guys like a bridge across from each other? Don't you guys like swap recipes or fucking toilet? Don't you guys share toilet paper with
sisters?
Like, there's something going on there, right?
I mean, whatever goes out on them swamps, man,
Gainesville and New Orleans are incestually tied together, I believe, are they not?
We got better weed. I know we got better weed. Anyways, what if Trask has a big year? Is he going to demand a big contract?
He still has 2 more years left.
Yeah, could Kyle Trask hold out after 2023?
No, he's still on his rookie deal. So he would have 1 more year left, then the Bucs could potentially franchise tag him.
Josh, you answer that so seriously.
Yeah.
He's still on his rookie deal.
Stanks used the term pull out. Who pulls out? I don't pull out. What the fuck?
What did I say? Pull out, bro.
You said pull out. You said, and then they can pull out. They got 2 more years and they can pull out. No, I'm going on.
I remember saying pull out, bro.
Hey, dude, if I'm pounding, I'm finishing, dude.
I'm finishing, bro.
There ain't no way.
Pull out.
What a waste. Yeah, I mean, come on, dude. These guys are expensive, all right?
Sometimes you like to see some fireworks. You know what I'm saying?
Josh, of those 22 free agents that you said the majority will be gone.
Good portion of them.
A lot of fan favorites in there. You got Nacho. You got, I believe, Will Golston's in that mix. Is he not?
Yep.
Are there going to be some big names that might break some Buccaneer fans' hearts, like guys that have just been here, worked hard, and deserve to remain Bucs, but just may not happen? Like, are those the cap casualties that we're just not gonna be able to bring them back?
Yeah, I think the kind of the big one that a lot of Bucs fans have come to just have a cult following around. Cam Brate is most likely going to get cut. I know over the last few years he's taken pay cuts in order to help the Bucs from a cap.
Wait, he was on our team last year?
He was.
What?
He actually, sir, caught Brady's last touchdown pass ever.
Very, very, very forgettable.
Not for him.
And he did not throw it into the stands.
Not for his kids either.
He knew. Oh, he knew.
Bro, did you know that guy went to Harvard though?
I did. I was aware.
He's smart. He knows that ball is worth.
I feel like Will Golson would be more of a hit to the fan base, in my opinion, just because he's been here, he's gone through the ups and downs, and he's just a blue collar, just work his ass off type of guy. And I think we'll miss him too on the field. On top of that,
well, keep in mind, Brate's been with the team only, I think, 1 or 2 years less than Golston. I mean, they both have been there for a long time. Golston, the Bucs could bring back. It will be at less than what he made last year. His play did precipitously fall off from 2021.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I know.
Mean? What? Whoa!
Isn't that where
Big
like
cliff? Big cliff.
Like
come on, Joshy.
In the air. Yeah.
I started this show telling you we had a dumber adopted brother. I mean, you can't just go in there with fucking 14 syllables. Like, come on, what are you doing right now?
All right.
I need like graphs and
fucking play 2022. Is that better?
So it went off a cliff.
Yes.
Stank, like your performance.
What is going on with the wall behind you, bro? What is that angle, and how do you have a wall in there?
That's Will Golson's performance right behind him. It's perfect.
There you go.
Oh, dude,
I bring visuals.
Who has a wall with that shape?
I am in. So we have a finished attic, and I'm up in the attic. It is my office / my oldest son's bedroom. So that is why you're seeing the strange angle. So.
The guy's playing in the head. He knew he was going to bring up the fall and the angle of his performance. So he thought he'd bring in a wall. What's
PowerPoints, Excel spreadsheets, and visuals. I got it all, guys.
Josh,
Carrot top of NFL salary cap.
You mentioned Cameron Brate.
Yep.
Listen, on this show, if you don't know already, there's no like script, okay? We're not like following anything, which is why our shows are fucking phenomenal.
Keenly aware of this.
No show is ever the same, and we don't follow no fucking
Did
script.
we email you the outline, Josh?
You did not, but I'm actually disappointed. Okay. I thought we would start with my wing take.
No,
I've been preparing for a while.
We got to leave that to the end because if you fuck it up, we can't do the show, right?
We can't do the show. We'll just kick you off.
We got to at least milk the content first.
Don't think we didn't catch your fucking comment. We heard it.
Yeah, I heard it too, bro. I heard it too.
What you said about what you put on there, and I was like,
yeah,
I'm gonna let it slide for now.
You saw it.
But you mentioned Cameron Brate. You mentioned Cameron Brate, right? Because this show, we just fucking go wherever the conversation is.
Yep, Cam Brate.
I saw an article that you guys wrote. I don't know who wrote it, but will the Bucs or should the Bucs? Is it good for the Bucs to draft a tight end? I think Cade Otton was pretty fucking athletic and played pretty damn good last year until they kept putting Brate back in for some unbeknownst reason. I don't know why. But what are your why would we why? Yes. I like Cade Otton. What are you?
That article was by my fantastic colleague Bailey Adams. Why would they do it? So if you lose Brate, you are left with Otton and you are left with Queipo because Kyle Rudolph will be one of the 22 guys.
What? They're not bringing Kyle back?
They are not bringing Kyle back.
What do you
confidently say that?
What do you mean?
I know, right?
He's fucking huge.
Yeah, he is huge.
He sat the whole year so he'd be fresh for this year. What are you doing, Josh?
That's what I thought we were doing.
Plans change, boys.
I thought we're playing a long game with Kyle.
He finally learned Leftwich's system, dude. He's ready for this season.
It was a big playbook. It took him a while to grasp it, but now he's ready to roll.
Not like he went to Harvard, bro. I don't know where that fucking guy went to.
Kyle will most likely end up where Byron is this year, which is
coaching.
We'll continue on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
you ever heard of that shit? Hold on. Before you go.
I did hear.
You ever heard that? He reached out to the school for the opening. He's like, hey.
Nah, fam, I'm good.
Nah, we're cool. We're going to promote this dude who's been working towels for a few years. We're going to give him a chance. Might as well see what he can do. Sorry, not sorry. All right, go ahead, Josh.
It's a little odd that he reached out, but yeah.
So that leaves him with Queipo as the number 2. Queipo does one thing fairly well, and that is block. Yeah.
Stud.
But
big O'Keefe show right here, podcast, by the way.
Massive.
Hey, I was all in when they drafted him. I mean, I saw those red locks and I fell in love just like everybody else. He was my second favorite draft pick behind the leg that is Kamara.
Shameless plug.
Yeah.
At Loose Cannon's crew, our little crew event in Dallas.
Speaking of leg,
Jason Light said it to everyone there, and he saw Jerry. Jerry came and hung out with part of Co's dad. He's like, I fucking love your son. I love your son. I love that draft pick. They love him there.
Oh, absolutely.
It's freaking awesome. We love
got a couple beers in his Pops, and Pops pulled up his phone and started showing us pictures of him as a child. Dude's got balls the size of a fucking cow's head, dude.
Footballs.
As he's like 8-9 years old in this fucking image he's showing. It's ridiculous.
And me and Co's
dad.
The
content you do not get anywhere else.
Hey, this is the access you get if you come on a fucking crew party with us.
Yeah. People were there who will know this. Me and Co's dad, we had an intimate meeting in the bathroom. There's photos and everything.
These are things I will not find in my spreadsheets. That is
no, that's for damn sure.
Joshy Q hasn't gotten a single point out uninterrupted though.
So
there
if you look at Seattle's
Joshy
offense,
Q trying to answer
if you look
questions
at Seattle's
for
offense,
us.
They used a lot of 2 and 3 tight end sets, and so it does make sense that the Bucs might want to get a better receiving option to back up or potentially push Cade Otton for that starting job. So that would be the reasoning behind why the Bucs might look to the draft for a tight end.
Do you agree with that take by your colleague? Because you kind of threw him under the bus a little bit, like you didn't want to take credit for that.
No, I thought it was fantastic. I think I even tweeted out this is looking under the hood and saying, yeah, there are all these other holes, but for Canales' offense to really work well, there's a good chance that they're going to need that tight end. Do I think the Bucs go first round with either Bijan or a tight end? Probably not, but you'd be hard pressed to believe that they won't pick up a tight end in the draft.
Oh, you're telling me if Branch is gone and all the good corners are gone, everybody's gone, and freaking Bijan goes out here in underwear and runs a fucking 4.2 something that they're.
You might have to run a nude to get.
They may do it. It would not be a move I would support.
So,
I agree.
Josh, obviously, I feel like Donovan Smith's not even going to be offered a contract, negotiate a pay cut or anything. I think he's straight up going to get cut. That's a hole now. Some people might argue it's already
it's
a hole.
Not a
anyway.
hole. It's not a fucking hole.
Are they going to move?
A hold?
No, that's not a hole.
Did you say he said hold? He said
that's a hold.
No,
that's a hold.
Hold.
No, it's not hold. It's Holden.
Offense. Number 76.
Number 76.
God damn, I hate that motherfucker.
I hate that
Josh, are we flipping Wirfs and finding a right tackle in the draft? Is that one of those B and C level signees that you're talking about? What are we doing?
Wirfs, man. I heard it on the Pewter Report podcast. He's so goddamn good at right tackle. They need to just
I avoided the Pewter podcast. I avoided it just to make sure that Josh gave us all original takes today. All right.
I'm with Sammer. I would keep Tristan on the right side. The move that I have been advocating for is a move similar to what the Bucs did when they brought Shaq Barrett in. And there is a guy who's pending free agent who's not going to
Got it.
No, absolutely not. Andre Dillard of I know you guys love this team, the Philadelphia Eagles. He's a former first-round draft pick, had amazing athletic testing. He actually played well when he was in. He just lost his job to a freak in Jordan Mailata. But if you look at his grading, you look at his tape, he's had solid play over his 4 years. One of them, he was injured. He's a great buy low candidate. You offer him maybe a 1 or 2 year prove it deal. You put him in there on the left side. I think he could work really well in Canales' offense. And that's one of those, now you plug it in free agency. You don't have to worry about it in the draft this year. If he plays his ass off, you can extend him next year with that $83.5 million worth of cap space, and you don't have to worry about solving left tackle in the draft. If he doesn't do well, it's 1 year flyer. Okay, now you use left tackle in the draft next year.
I mean, this is beautiful shit.
This
is beautiful shit.
That's
why we bring this guy on the show. This is beautiful. You know why? Because we're back. This is where we're at again, Bucs fans. This is where we're at. We're probably going to win the South anyways, but we're at this point now where it's like, fuck it, cut the left tackle. We don't care. We're going to get this guy on a prove-it deal at left tackle.
He's a first-round talent.
If he gets Trask killed, Who gives a shit?
Whoa.
It's a small price to pay, right? Got Joe Burrow coming to town after that anyway.
By the way, Michael Pless of Real Bucks Talk, always in the chat showing support. Love you, bro. He said yes, he loves the Dillard, and then he put something athletic and fits the wide zone scheme very well.
Thank you, Pless. Couldn't agree more.
Josh, is there a scenario where Donovan Smith is still on this football team this year?
No.
I think he would have to take a pay cut, and they would have to work out the Evans and Devin White extensions. It's a very low probability, in my opinion. I mean, they are up against the cap, and that is basically $10 million they can free up immediately.
There's another guy on this team, for whatever reason, Bucs fans want to cut, want to move on after only 1 year in. Russell Gage. I've been on the fucking. I want to get Josh's thoughts, man.
Canales mentioned him in his fucking press conference.
I agree. He also mentioned
Canales also said we're only going to talk about the guys on the roster till they're not. So I wouldn't read too much into him pointing out Gage.
He tried to tell me
I'm a Gage truther. I am a Gage truther. I am all about them keeping.
He tried to tell me Kyle Trask was Chris Paul, dude. I mean, take some of that with a grain of salt. No, but Josh, Russell Gage, he's definitely a Buck, right? There's no way they're going to cut him after 1 year.
I do not think they're going to cut him leading up to the new league year on March 15th. If the draft falls where they get like a wide receiver in round 2 or 3, they may hold on to him till June 2nd, where a cut would save them more money. So I don't think Russell Gage is safe until like week 1.
Wow.
How much do they save by cutting him?
2.8 right now. If they wait till June 1st, it becomes, I think, a little over $5 million.
God damn. Okay.
But would they do that 1 year in, considering he was injured, or was that just a move that they made because of Tom?
If they get Flowers from Boston, what's the kid that you guys love over there?
Zay Flowers out of Boston College.
Fucking problem.
He moves.
And he put on 13 pounds of muscle. You guys see the photos of him?
Yeah, you saw that shit.
You know what? If I go from a frown to a smile and I lift my shoulders up, I look a lot different too. I'm just saying.
Can you prove that? Listen, we'll take the before now, and the next time you come on the show, we'll take the after.
Go ahead and take your shirt off, Joshy.
That's not happening.
Hey, stand Sam in the picture, because Flowers, if he makes this, if we draft him, he's an early candidate, bro.
Early candidate for Mr. Beck's 2023. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yo.
Did we even award the 2022 award yet?
But why would we cut him? I'm still on the side of not cutting him regardless of who we draft, because over the last couple of years, who have we had injured every single season it seemed? Mike Evans at some point and Chris Godwin at some point. These guys don't stay healthy. I don't think I firmly believe you can never have too many wide receivers. You can never have too many edge rushers. So
I will preface my answer with saying I am pro keeping Russell Gage. Okay. Right. The arguments against are twofold. Number one, the contract he was given was not a typical number 3 wide receiver contract. You don't usually pay your number 3 receiver $10 million a year. It's kind of a hybrid because they were hedging against Godwin not being ready for week 1. Well, Godwin's back. He's healthy. So now you're paying $10 million to an actual number 3 wide receiver. So that would be argument 1 for why maybe they cut him. The other argument is, while we as the media and fans talk about the cap number and the cap savings, teams also consider the cash savings. So while Gage, they'll save $2.83 million in cap if they cut him, they'll also save $10 million in cash, because that's what they actually have to pay him this year.
Yeah, so but I'm going to break some news for you, Joshy. Did you know the Glazers are about to be $5 billion richer? You think $2 million and $3 million in cash are going to hurt their pockets?
And they're one of the more cash-rich owners, right? Like
people don't know that. They are. They've got Man U on the other side of the pond. It's still something that they discuss. It is still part of the thought process.
They're just shaking a little drink on that. So Jason, listen, 12's not back at center anymore. We got to save a little bit.
Stadium is going to be empty.
They're going to make up for it by raising the ticket price.
Yeah.
I can't believe they did that, by the way. I was like, wait, Tom retires, so you raise the price?
Plus, I mean, what's wrong with paying $35 for a beer, right? It's no big deal. Bucks
we're all business owners. We're all business owners, man. I'm all about make you go out, but
hey, supply and demand. I'm so sorry. That's just how it is.
There's no demand. What the fuck are you talking about?
That's why the money goes up, baby.
What demand?
I thought there were a lot of Gator fans in Tampa. Is this not true?
Well,
not a lot of them have money.
I'm just saying.
Josh,
they won't show out for their boy.
Florida State fans got money. Florida fans
yeah.
Well,
Florida
those guys
fans don't make
show
money.
up just to heckle Trask.
Yeah.
So Glazers are playing 3-dimensional chess while everyone else is playing, with themselves.
Or anybody can get into FSU, bro. It's hard. You gotta have money.
You didn't just slide that in there.
Anybody can get into that dumb college.
Just putting it out there. I'm on loose cannons, right?
I saw you, Joshy. I see you.
Bucks by 30 says, how are we going to run without motioning Godwin into the box and bring in that extra defender? Great point. And Michael Plus says inflation.
There you go.
That's solid. I was going to say, is there, I don't want to like beat this whole Donovan Smith drum too hard, but maybe him or any other guy on there. Who could be traded on our team? Could he be a guy that gets traded as opposed to cut so they get something back? Or does that not really help the cap? Again, I don't know how that shit works.
No, it would. They would still say.
Before you answer that, not Mike Evans.
Not Mike Evans. Clearly not Mike Evans. Duh.
So I don't think after the season he had last year, Smith has a ton of trade value. If they do, it's like a seventh maybe. The tackle class, free agent class is solid. There's no real high-end guys. He would slot in there with some of the other dudes who are going to get about $13 million a year. And I want to say the acquiring team would have to pay him around 15. So I still think that's a bit of an albatross. I think that what he's going to get paid is more than what teams probably think he's worth. Sorry, didn't mean to use the albatross. So I don't think that there's much there. I don't think Gage would get traded. I don't think even in a down wide receiver class, maybe Shaq Mason. I don't think Jensen coming off the knee injury would be a tradable asset. I'm sure a lot of teams would call on Wirfs. So technically he could be traded. I don't see the Bucs doing that.
You shut your dirty
You asked who could. I'm giving you the could.
Josh, I said realistically, Josh. Like
you did not say realistically.
Like, come on.
Roll the tape back. You didn't say realistically.
You ever want to get back in that media room, you start giving me some actual answers right now because I'll make a call. I'll make a call.
I do not see the Bucs trading a player away.
All right,
there's your realistic.
But you do see them acquiring Justin Fields from the Bears.
Hey, by the way, Zach says if Stank is the blueprint for Gators fans, we're in trouble. Definitely gonna have to put up the no shoes, no shirt, no service signs back up.
Yeah. Crown.
You know how to party.
Crown the 8th super chat $5. He says, "Pause the broadcast. Holding number 75, 10-yard penalty. Please take away game-winning play." I think he meant 76.
76, brother. 76. But
it is amazing the timing of those hold calls throughout the year.
Oh my God.
You could run that season, like a simulation of that season 1,000 more times, and it would not be. I think it was like 4 times he took points off.
They're not even good holding. Like, it's the laziest holding too. It's like
lazy holdings.
I'm gonna fucking hold on to you because I'm.
Bro, I had Mike Evans.
I don't feel like playing football today.
On a couple of those bombs of Mike Evans, yeah, that hurt for fantasy football. I had Mike. That hurt.
Sure it did.
Yeah, I got to give a shout out to Lewis and SoCal. By the way, this show probably wouldn't have happened had he not continued to push to get you on the show, Joshy. I mean, Lewis just constantly like, when's the show gonna happen? When's the show gonna happen? When's the show gonna happen?
It's been quite in the making.
Journey. Yeah,
I would say that.
We're gonna release a behind the scenes.
I'm gonna tell the story right now. We've had like tentatively like 7 or 8 times that I was supposed to be on. Yes. And then every time Sammer would come out with a bad food take and I would have to cancel.
Oh, makes sense.
So this is kind of
what happened. You don't understand.
And today he said waffles over pancakes.
So you don't have
I said,
have a proper palate. You don't have a good palate. Okay, done.
Yeah, it's obviously waffles over pancakes, but pancakes aren't gross now. Okay, you don't just throw a pancake out.
Pancakes are trash.
You can't put bananas in waffles.
No. They are glorified tortillas, buddy.
No,
they're terrible. They're terrible. They're terrible.
Granola,
they are terrible.
Fucking bananas.
Nope. Terrible.
Fluffy.
Terrible.
Man, they're so
chocolate
good.
chips.
Fluffy is worse.
Pancakes are the Will Golston 2022 of this conversation. Waffles, pancakes. Just
like that. Just like that fucking wall behind him. Pancakes are trash. All right, they suck. They're at an angle. They're garbage. Make no sense to eat them.
He's like, you're saying my wall's trash, motherfucker.
He knows. Well, his wall is obviously.
You're probably like used to eating McDonald's pancakes, whatever those fucking
McDonald's.
Yeah, whatever those things are.
McDonald's.
Don't look at us like that, Karen Ali, because you're Mr. Healthy. We see the bags of fucking.
I got kids. It don't mean I go to McDonald's for breakfast. I eat a fucking healthy breakfast.
I was like, hey, Sammer pulled up to my house one time. I was like, who's that passenger that's in the passenger seat? It was all McDonald's bags.
Hold on. I can shut down this McDonald's thing right now.
Whoa.
So we all
It's
agree
a hot cake, hot take. Go ahead.
We all agree McDonald's not great food, right?
But great breakfast.
Yeah.
Not great food from McDonald's.
Terrible.
They serve pancakes. You know what they don't serve? Good waffles. They don't serve waffles at all. Hence waffles over pancakes.
That's a mic drop.
Yeah, but who does serve waffles out of any of the fast food chains?
None, because waffles are great.
Waffle House?
And Waffle House is amazing. And if you don't believe me, ask Anthony Bourdain.
It is amazing.
Yeah. Never been to a Waffle House.
Amazing.
Okay.
Gosh. Okay. Listen, everybody's been tuning in. The fucking whatever, how many people are here. We love you guys. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe. Blah, 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 blah. Tell us it's gonna be okay. All right. I want you to imagine for 1 second that you're Stank's daddy. You're gonna tell him it's all gonna be okay.
Papa?
Because listen.
What did I do wrong?
This might bring a fucking tear to my eye.
Josh is like,
up,
why
Stammer.
is my child so ugly?
Make this right.
Look at this shit.
All's gonna be right in the world, and we're gonna re-sign the greatest kicker of all fucking time, Matt Gay, and he's coming back. He's coming home.
Oh yeah, this is
coming home.
Major point right here for our show.
He's coming home.
Are we signing Matt Gay, Josh?
They could afford to do it.
Bam, baby.
They will most likely let Suckup go, especially after what Bowles said in his postseason presser. I don't think they're going to allocate that much in terms of resources to kicker.
I went full screen so you could break fucking news, and then you broke our goddamn hearts instead.
I'm sorry.
Stomped on our look at Stank. Look at him. He can't even finish the show.
We miss our big gay kicker. We miss our big gay kicker, man. We love him.
Sorry.
He was ours.
They can afford it. You don't have to blame me. They can afford it, which means if they don't do it, the blame goes squarely onto the Buccaneers organization.
Send a text, bro.
I'm just going to start texting beautiful photos of Josh's face. Not Josh's face, sorry. Matt Gay's face every morning.
To Jason Light.
I might still send him a picture of you, though. To Jason Light every morning.
One backing him up on waffles, and he's gone all in on me.
Dude, I can't believe you just said that about Matt Gay, man.
Holly Buck said I wanted a gay jersey, bro. I have plenty of gay jerseys.
Okay? Plenty. Yeah.
Of them.
A couple of people mentioned it in the chat, and I did want to ask you the same thing, Joshy. Without Shaq Barrett, our pass rush did take a step back. Are there guys on the free agents market that, that BC level that you're talking about that we could bring in, guys that we can add, or guys even in the draft that could kind of fall to us? I know you're not really a draft guy, but you got a bigger brain than we. All right, so there you go. Is there anything that we could do to kind of help? Not saying get rid of Shaq or JTS, obviously, but anything that we can add, because like I said, we can't have too many pass rushers. What can we do to kind of boost that area of our team?
Yeah, so from a B-level free agent, Ogbania Okoronkwo, who played for the Texans last year, really, really like him. I do think he's probably going to be a little too expensive for the Bucs. Going kind of bargain basement bin, Efe Obada, who played for the Commanders last year. He's kind of a pass rush specialist. I think that he could come in, and I think he could give more pass rush juice than, say, an Anthony Nelson, but there's going to be a huge trade-off in run defense. He's not a very good run defender. In the draft, one guy I've been looking at recently out of Michigan is Mike Morris. So he's listed at like 6'6", 292 pounds, but he plays edge. He would come in and kind of be Anthony Nelson plus. He would be that strong run defender, but I think he's got more pass rush juice. Somebody who could probably be had in around the third round. And he's somebody who I really like, and you'll actually see in about a week or so. He'll be a part of my Bucs battle plan on Pewter Report.
What about the guy that your guy, Sam? What's your guy's name again? What's your guy?
I was going to ask. So there might be a possible cap casualty with the Kansas City Chiefs and the guy they drafted a couple years ago, Mike Dana, who every year has gone up. Boom. Every year has gone up in his production. He just happens to be behind an absolute freak and probably will never be able to win that job. So it sounds like he's going to be the guy that doesn't get his option picked up and could be, I think, pretty affordable free agent pickup for a guy who I think is a lot of talent. I happen to be friends with him. That's why I bring him up. But what do you think of Mike Dana?
So I do like Dana as a rotational guy. I think he would fit in really well with the Bucs. The Chiefs did a really good job moving him inside, outside. They put him inside on late and long situations. If he were to become available, he'd be a dude I'd pound the table for. I don't think that he's necessarily a star. Yeah, I know. I almost
what?
Pound the table. I'll pound a lot of things, right?
Whoa. Whoa.
There you
Now
go.
we're talking.
Clip that stinker. Clip
Now
that.
we're talking.
That caught my
So, but I'd be all in on bringing Dana, and I think he would elevate that room, and he would play a really good 3 to JTS and Shaq.
Look at that, guys. What did I tell you guys? I'm a fucking insider at this point, right? I mean, Joshy Q's he's like, oh shit, Samer just blew my mind with the Mike Dana thing. That's a great idea. Now I'm gonna blow his mind again because I'm gonna ask him how the Bucs are gonna acquire Justin Fields. Let us know.
Not happening.
What?
Not happening.
You didn't hear the news came out today about the Bears?
I
Now all of
did.
a sudden they're
They're number one.
shopping the number one
Dude,
pick.
I think they're just putting everything out there. They're putting it all out there. They're gonna find
As
out
they
what
should.
gets
Against
them
the
the
wall.
most. Yeah,
As they should, absolutely.
they're gonna
So,
see what gets them back the most. Of course, that's what they're gonna do. But could they acquire a Justin Fields and at what cost, Josh? Because
it'd
massive
probably be
decision.
2 first-rounders, probably a couple of second-rounders on top of that. And there's nothing in Jason Light's history that says that that's a move that he'd be willing to make. It's just the facts. So he's loath to give up future draft picks. He did it for I think the first time this past offseason when they traded up to get Zion McCollum in the 5th. And in that,
Well, that was worth it, wasn't it, guys?
I would say jury's still out on that one, but yeah, he had a rough rookie year.
he needs to get with you and like figure out angles, like mathematical angles.
Yeah, I agree.
Really bad angles.
Take some
Fucking math lesson.
We need to get some of these younger
willing to
DBs
help.
in. Josh Q's, what we call it, corner secondary geometry class. It'd be perfect. You got to teach those guys those things. That's a great point, Latte. But
I'm good. I don't want Justin Fields, by the way, bro. I'm good. We have trash. I mean, trash. We're gonna be
It's
fine.
just unfortunate that his
The
name
fucking point
rhymes
guard.
with trash. I mean,
Yeah.
how unfortunate is that?
Makes it way too convenient for the haters. That
you know
is
what's
true.
funny is the last couple of years, my kids will play ball together. They'll throw the football around in the front yard or whatever, and they'll be like, "Oh, Tom Brady to Mike Evans, Tom Brady to Chris Godwin." Yesterday they were playing ball, and I heard it from the back. I could just hear it when they were walking out of the garage. And my son goes, "Trash to Mike Evans," and they're laughing.
I'm gonna
I'm
put
like,
one
"Oh,
out there
no."
for the. I want to put one out there for the 3 of you, just because I think this will up your content. He's gonna be cut in the next couple of days. Are any of you on board with bringing Winston back?
Get the fuck out
No.
of here, Josh.
Yeah, I am.
End the fucking show, bro. I'm done.
Jesus.
Hey, Josh, I thought he wouldn't be cut until after June 1st.
What they'll do is they'll assign him a June 1st designation, but most
Okay.
likely they'll actually. It allows him to find a team before all the money dries up.
Yeah, this is going to make me really unpopular, but if that guy's available
He's not coming
What?
back. Stop.
for
He's
on
not
the
coming
cheap,
back. He's
you'd
not
be
coming back.
stupid not to add him back to your roster.
No,
He's not-
You would be
stupid.
dumb
You'd be
not to add him back
stupid.
to the roster.
You'd be dumb to add him back.
You'd be dumb not to
that
add him back to the roster.
So let me get this straight.
A guy who knows this roster.
We're talking. So wait. Shut your fucking mouth. You're talking about
Seriously.
Todd Bowles, a defensive head coach.
Did I say give him the starting job?
who
I didn't say
wants
that.
To take care of the football and play defense.
Mhm.
And he's got a fucking championship defense. They gave up what, fucking 18 points a game, Sammer was, until the last game that fucked it all up and he got the average of 20. But even at 20, that is fucking winning football defensively. You think he wants to go back to what it was in 2019 where Devin White and everyone was like, why'd the defense struggle? Well, we were put in a lot of bad positions.
No,
We put in a lot
you
of
could-
short
Oh,
fields.
Hey,
You
wasn't
could
a fit-
argue-
he wasn't a fit in the Aaron
you
system.
could argue that nobody disliked Winston more than Todd Bowles because of how shitty his defense had to deal with the positions they were put in and how bad he made them look.
Hey,
And you
listen,
think he's
How
going to
does- how
sign
does the
him?
chat look right now?
Sammer, imagine
How does
being
the chat
fired.
look? I've got to
Hey,
know.
The
How does the chat look?
That's
want-
frozen
they
right
want
now. That's how
Stank
bad.
muted.
That's how crazy this shit went.
Bro,
Crown just asked for his
fucking
$5
froze.
super chat back. He wants a refund.
He
Sammer,
wants his
we
money
should go
back.
back to Inside the NFL, Inside Films or whatever, and I guarantee you there's fucking clips of goddamn Todd Bowles like, fucking great job, Carlton. We got a turnover. I'm next to you. Hey, what? We got to get back on the field? Are you fucking kidding me?
Listen,
Again?
I'll tell you right now how I know it fucking bothered him, all right? When Todd Bowles was first hired here, he was more in shape than he looked at the end of that first season with Jameis Winston because every night he would go home and eat those fucking Chips Ahoy cookies while crying about his fucking defense looking like a pile of shit because of
That
Jameis.
was pre LASIK, Jameis.
That is cookie slander. Todd Bowles is an Oreos.
Hey,
fan.
first of all, huh?
No,
no,
he's,
that's right. He is.
No,
he's
you're
a
wrong.
Chips Ahoy guy.
I'm wrong. I'm
Joshy,
wrong.
come on.
Take my L.
Listen, I
Take my
expect
L.
I expect that kind of shit from Joe Bucks fan, but not from Peter Report, bro. Come on, be better.
Be better.
Fake news, bro.
All right? Don't fucking just throw negative shit out there, all right?
All right.
Hey, Stag, that would hurt, bro. You don't tell the PR guys that shit.
No, but they know it though. They know it. They know it.
They know.
They're at the water cooler. They're like, hey, see what those fucking dumb fucks over there Joe shit fan said? What a fucking pile of idiots.
Yeah, bro. How in the world you listen to the fucking
I'm not gonna say anything
I know you're not allowed
negative about Joe Bucks fan.
We can't.
I do wonder how they thought that press conference with Dave Canales was.
I was about to say that.
Dungy ball.
Dungy ball.
I don't quite understand. Like, I don't know if they were listening like in a different language or what, but I did not get the same impression.
I didn't get that at all. As a matter of fact, I left that press conference chubbed up. I was like, wow.
Dude,
this is gonna be exciting
he
shit.
said everything that you want to hear.
Once it finished, I hopped on the Peloton for literally no reason. No shoes. I just got on there, stabbed my fucking bare feet right into that goddamn fucking those pedals. Yeah, dude, I did a 30-minute thing.
You know what I did?
And I love Tony Dungy, but no, I mean, he made me run for a Bible, but never got me chopped up.
You went out and got some ham.
I didn't get ham, bro. I fucking put on Leonard Fournette film from last year, and I fucking put a ladder in my living room, and I started doing ladder drills.
Damn right, the ladder drills, baby. Oh shit. What if Dave Cajones figures out a way to use the ladder drill Lenny and like,
will Lenny even be on this team next year?
No, Lenny's not gonna be here.
He will not.
I don't foresee it. Nah, the Bucs.
Is there gonna be a Penny? Is there gonna be a Rashad backfield? Is that what we're gonna see?
I think that could be a smart move that they make as somebody for depth behind Rachaad White. I definitely think Rashad Penny would be a good play. When he's in the lineup, the dude produces. The problem is he can't stay in the lineup very often. Yeah, he's got some health issues.
So you're telling me, I know you said earlier you would not agree with it, but you're telling me if every single corner that's worth, and I'm not advocating.
Here we go.
Here
we go, bro.
I usually am.
Here we go.
Here it is. We're waiting for this.
Oh,
this moment.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire Part 2.
No,
we could even get him as well. We could get John and him if we wanted to.
Clyde Edwards couldn't hold this guy jockstrap.
Clyde Edwards not getting his 5th-year option picked up. We're gonna get him.
No, seriously.
No, he's going to Bijan.
If there's no corners available, I mean, you're not gonna reach, right? Would they trade down? If there's no corner, safety, offensive line that makes sense, you can't reach if Bijan's sitting there.
The only corner I would take at that point would probably be Devon Witherspoon.
Mississippi State guy?
No. Devon Witherspoon is out of Illinois, right? So he's my CB1. I've got him in a tier above everybody else. But the reason why I wouldn't take any other corner at 19 is because it's such a deep corner class. They're going to be really good dudes in round 2. And similar to whoever you would get at 19 if Witherspoon's not there.
You're making my point.
If at 19, say Brian Branch isn't there. See, I would go with somebody like Nolan Smith, who I think would be there. I would take like an edge there. I know he wouldn't be a starter, but you don't know the condition of Shaq coming back, right, for week 1. That's a severe.
It's his push-off foot too.
Right, and it's the juice off the line. It's his get-off that's really his calling card. So ACL injury, that could really fuck with that. So I'd be fine with like a Nolan Smith there. And if Nolan's not there, then the draft has gone way away from what I think is going to happen. And yeah, I just can't see the pulling the trigger on Bijan.
Yeah, I think we all know what's going to happen at 19, bro. We're trading.
They're going to trade it down. That's what
they are. Absolutely.
I mean, we talked about tight end earlier. I think it would be poetic irony for them to go tight end at 19. I mean, that's kind of their thing at 19, right? It was very successful for them.
It was not very successful.
Juicy might be available this year. We can just bring him back.
It was not very successful.
Bring back Winston. Bring back Juicy. No?
I actually agreed with the process for OJ Howard, but yeah, you're right. It wasn't as successful. I was going with some hyperbole there.
Yeah.
No. We all. I mean, some people didn't agree. Some people still butthurt we didn't take Dalvin, but it wasn't going to happen.
Yeah. Whatever.
I agreed with the OJ Howard pick as well, though.
Josh, you brought up Shaq possibly not being ready or not being 100%.
Right.
And we got Carl Nassib. We've got Anthony Nelson, part of that 22, I believe, that are going to be possibly gone.
Yep.
Can we keep one of those guys? Do we prioritize trying to keep one of those guys for cheap or like a team-friendly deal? Because I don't know how much they're going to gauge on the open market because of the Shaq thing that's going on.
Yeah. Out of the two, I would keep Nassib. I'm on record, and I know a lot of Bucs fans come for my mentions when I say this. Anthony Nelson's a high floor guy. He's a great run defender, but he is not a good pass rusher despite his 5.5 sacks last year. He had, I think, like 11 pressures all season. It was just incredible. Anytime he actually got a pressure, it turned into a sack, which is not something that you're going to be able to expect.
That's the opposite of Joe Tryon.
You're absolutely right. Absolutely right. The two, if Joe Tryon can learn how to wrap up a quarterback like Anthony Nelson
half
does,
of his pressures,
there's your elite edge rusher.
Yeah.
So I would prioritize Carl Nassib, and I think the Bucs could afford to bring him back if they so desire.
Wow. All right. So
Look,
we didn't really talk about...
Josue in the chat says he wants OJ Howard back. Look, it could happen.
No, dude. No. What is wrong with you people?
Oh,
what is wrong with you guys?
Didn't he get cut from Houston? Like, no, who the fuck? You got cut from Houston, bro.
But remember when he got added to Houston and he caught 2 touchdowns and people were like, see?
He's fucking great.
What the fuck, bro?
No, he got cut from Buffalo. He got cut from Buffalo.
I know, but then he got added to Houston like the first game.
Yeah,
and he caught 2 touchdowns. The one that always drove me nuts is everybody when Tyler Johnson got released by Houston.
Oh my God.
And they were like, he needs to be in there above like Scotty Miller and above Rashad Perryman. I'm like, do you know the guy's catching passes out in Houston and this dude got cut?
Yeah.
Like that tells you everything you need to know. Like
it was a meme for a while, bro. That's pretty much the reason that, we didn't, this team fell apart last year because we didn't have Tyler Johnson.
Because Tyler Johnson. Well, I mean, they did get him and it still fell apart.
He still
they
made
brought
that
him back.
Heartbreaking.
They brought him back on the practice squad.
That's why we made the playoffs.
We're missing that big Johnson in the slot.
All right,
we're missing that big Johnson in the slot. I mean, everyone likes a Johnson right up in the slot.
Hey,
and we're missing that.
He came up huge on that 3rd down against the Saints.
Yes.
Heartbreakingly huge. I mean, it was awesome.
And I always love him for that. But
him and Scotty Miller will be folklore heroes in Bucs world for years to come.
I don't know about Scotty so much as
That was a big catch.
That was a Rondé Barber moment that season.
That was a big catch.
That was a Rondé Barber moment. It was.
No.
He'll never be forgotten just because.
No, it wasn't. The Rondé Barber moment was when Antoine Winfield popped that fucking ball out of what's his name, Jared Cook, soon to be Buccaneers Ring of Honor inductee, by the way. And that fumble, and then we never looked back after that. Once we won that game, we knew we were going to win the Super Bowl, right? We knew we were going to beat the Packers. That was the Rondé Barber moment of that season.
Sammer, you need to make like
the Rondé Barber moment wasn't the deuces?
No. That was just a dick on the table moment, dude.
That was a dick on the table.
Yeah.
That's like, hey, motherfuckers. Bam!
Winfield is putting.
That was the Derek Brooks. That was the Derek Brooks, interception return for a touchdown in the Super
There's
Bowl.
the dagger. We're gonna win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, when he gave the deuces, we all started crying. We held each other. God. We were crying. Stink's shirt came off somehow. It was kind of cold outside.
My pants fell. I was like, what the fuck's going on?
Nipples were ridiculously hard. Yes. We haven't talked at all about the new offense tonight, right? Are we going to score 35, 38 points a game, Josh?
Is Grandma getting out of the cage?
Yeah. What are we doing here?
I believe that the offense will score more points than it did in 2022.
I mean, well, fuck.
Don't give me this cop-out bullshit, all right? Give me a fucking cop-out. Give Bucs fans an understanding of what we're going to look forward to. What are we going to see? What do we expect? I know you guys have been doing this the last couple of days on the Peter Report.
Are we going to look like the Niners?
Yeah.
There will be some similarities, but there's a big difference between – so Canales comes from Shane Waldron, who is the offensive coordinator in Seattle, who came from Sean McVay. McVay runs a similar system to San Francisco and Shanahan. The big difference is McVay likes to operate out of 11 personnel, whereas Shanahan likes to work out of 12. So Shanahan likes to have more 2 tight end sets. McVay likes to have more 3 wide receiver sets. The big thing that I think a lot of Bucs fans might be surprised is that they still work from condensed splits. So everybody talking about, this new offense is going to spread guys out. That's not actually the case. They actually bring guys into the box. You're going to see a lot of that. The big difference is how they run the ball. Under Leftwich, they ran a system called Duo. It's kind of a gap scheme. Under Canales, they're going to run wide zone, which means you're going to see offensive linemen getting horizontal more, and the running backs have to be trusted to make a good decision on 3 possible lanes that they can run through. Then on the passing game,
Denver's old style of running.
Yeah, from Mike Shanahan.
Yeah.
So then in the passing game, you're going to see play action go through the roof. So Seattle, I want to say, was like 8th or 10th last year in play action rate. Brady was like 31st out of 32 starters. It was ridiculously low. And just about, I think all but like 3 quarterbacks, their yards per attempt, all their efficiency numbers go way up under a play action setting. So you're going to see a lot more of that. And it all works off of that wide zone run game. So.
Yeah, it's a little disappointing.
That's all fantasy football stuff.
I fell in love with the Godwin screen last year. Are we going to see that at least 7 times a game this season?
God, I hope not.
Well, you see Godwin outside more, which would be
yes. Canals talked about that. Yeah.
Two questions.
Sure.
One, how does Rachaad White fit into that scheme?
Oh, it's huge.
You want to fire them both and you answer them both, or you one
sure.
at a time?
Yeah, you go.
So how does Rachaad fit into that scheme? And secondly, Pless had mentioned this on our last show that was like a month ago, or
it wasn't, but okay.
That and you could tell this is a Mike Evans podcast. That Mike Evans is going to flourish in this type of an offense. Do you think they're going to use Mike Evans like, scheme him open, kind of like the Rams do with fucking
everybody.
Cooper Kupp. Yeah.
So the first question, Rachaad White, that's the system that Rachaad White ran in college at Arizona State.
Oh, shit.
So he did wide zone, outside zone type stuff. He's got the vision. He's got the patience.
2,000 yards, baby.
One cut, and he's gone. He's got that juice, the acceleration. So I think that this offense can be a coming out party for Rachaad White. So get your number 3 jerseys as soon as Suck Up is released.
Oh, I'm drafting in fantasy football in all my leagues.
There you go. Then to the second question, I do think that this will help Evans. I think you're going to see Godwin's target share go down. I think you're going to see Evans's target share go up. You're going to see Evans over the middle a lot more on crossers. And I think that it's going to be a good season for Mike Evans. I don't think that people are going to be as frustrated with some of his usage as they were last year. You'll see him in motion more. You'll see him in motion more pre-snap, in motion at the snap, which is going to allow him for free releases. So I think that this is a good thing for Mike Evans.
Wow. 1,000 yards locked in.
And you got a quarterback who's not afraid to stand in the pocket and throw the ball this year too, which is going to be helpful.
I mean, they're so confident in him, they have no other quarterbacks.
Wow.
There it is.
Josh just put his
currently he's the only quarterback
on the table.
Currently, Kyle Trask is the only quarterback on the team.
Joshy, don't lie to us, bro. You're not
one all you need
underneath that shirt. There's just a shirt, bro, and it's just fucking business. And it's party, fucking dick on the table. I like it.
That's why we can't see lower. He's got his dick literally on the table.
It's on the table.
It's holding up the table, actually.
Wow. Are you using it as a boom for your camera?
This has gone weird.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes.
Weird.
This ain't nothing.
This is mild.
Weird.
Speaking of quarterbacks, who else could they bring into that room? Obviously, other than the great legend Ryan Griffin. Other than him.
Incredible transition, Sammer.
Other than that, who does he sign?
Joshy, and I want to add something to that before you answer that. Could you put them in order? Because we've heard the guys right, Gymnasium. We know the Brissett's, the Baker Mayfields, etc. Heineke seems interesting.
Aaron Rodgers.
Your opinion. What other veteran could they bring in, and in what order would you rank those guys?
You already gave you your first one.
Carr and Rodgers are out of the question. They can't afford them. Okay, so
I can't believe you, man.
That's done. Go.
So your list starts with Winston, and
I'm gonna start with one that should be completely off the table for Bucs fans who are Mike Evans stands. You do not want Jimmy Garoppolo.
Ugh.
Evans is at his best winning vertically outside the numbers. Jimmy Garoppolo cannot throw well outside the numbers vertically. Excellent. So if you are a Mike Evans stan, you need to take Jimmy Garoppolo off your list. All right. The two I would probably be most interested in would be Jacoby Brissett and Baker Mayfield. Those would be the two guys I'd be calling if I were Light in Greenberg and seeing what's the market for them and could they bring them in. So everybody else does not interest me. Although I think as like QB3, I'm all about Josh Johnson finishing his career where he started.
What about Drew Lock?
Ooh, I would like that.
You didn't mention Drew Lock and the connections he has with Dave Cajones.
What about Heineke? Heineke doesn't interest you? The athleticism, the bootlegs, the naked shit? I mean,
fuck that dude.
Scary Terry played better when Heineke was in.
I like him.
He was willing to go downfield.
If you did not like the Jameis Winston experience, you will not like the Taylor Heineke experience.
They just cut Wentz. They're probably going to try to bring Heineke back.
So Heineke is a poor man's Winston, with less athleticism, less arm talent, and same bad decision making. So he's fun. I mean, it's one of those things where like you have a high end game where the defense drops the 2 turnover worthy plays that he's going to throw, and a couple of things connect, and you're like, oh my God, he's amazing. But those turnover worthy plays turn into turnovers eventually. And so it's a roller coaster. So,
I mean, like Winston throwing 33 interceptions, but he had like 14 drops. So it really could have been almost 50 interceptions. Or something
dude,
like that.
I was at that 2019 game in Atlanta where it was like every other pass was either a pick or a touchdown.
That's Dirk Cutter.
I mean, I had to go to the doctor after that game just to get my heart checked because I was afraid it just would not stop just doing this. Yeah. I mean, that is amazing. You brought up Drew Lock. He's one that I did kind of overlook. I'd be fine with Lock. I mean, he's got a year in the system. There is some talent there, but again, the decision-making worries me.
It's not bringing him as a starter. It's more or less somebody that could help Trask along.
Sure.
Maybe push him a little bit and also be a decent backup. But more importantly, could Ryan Griffin win QB1 in camp?
No. Lollipop. He just said Jimmy Garoppolo. That guy's definitely got a lollipop arm, bro.
Excuse you?
You can time the ball if he throws it outside the hash with a fucking
Are you
sundial.
talking about Ryan Griffin?
Listen, I saw, this is real. I saw Stephen Che outrun a Ryan Griffin deep ball.
He did.
Yeah.
Stephen
was like, damn, Ryan, give me the fucking ball.
Stop underthrowing me, bro.
Stop underthrowing me.
We can all agree that he's still a Bucs legend. Can we not?
Stephen Che or Ryan
no,
Griffin?
Ryan Griffin.
Oh, yeah.
He's a legend, period. He made all a bunch of money.
Anything on the field ever, bro.
I tweeted this, and I'm going to bring it back up with you guys. Between Ryan Griffin holding Tom Brady up and Blaine Gabbert saving a school bus full of children from imminent doom in Tampa Bay, you do not want to go out into the water of Tampa Bay without a Bucs quarterback nearby. That's just
true.
It's just a fact. You do not. Danger will happen, and you need a Bucs quarterback to save you because that's what they do in Tampa Bay.
He doesn't.
So
he doesn't, in the water. He doesn't know. He doesn't know, guys. No, I'm not offended. He doesn't know. Listen, first of all, you got it wrong. Forget Ryan Griffin. He's the keep up guy. He kept Tommy up. That's cool. But it's all about the fucking human horse, Blaine Gabbert. Have you seen that guy's thighs, bro? Number one. Number two, it wasn't just a school bus for children. It was about 45 people.
Yeah.
That were on a fucking yacht that caught on fire because the bus flew down, hit the yacht, and he fucking saved everyone.
I told you have better sources than me.
But
better sources.
No,
what I heard,
nobody reported this shit. Go ahead, Sam. Are you gonna let it out?
I was gonna say what I heard Josh say was as the Bucs offense was treading water, they really needed to put Blaine Gabbert in there to save the day.
Right.
I got to go back because Michael Pless said, there goes Stank again, taking shots at Tom. I'm going to stop the show for a second. It's not Stank. This is a unified front.
Yeah.
Fuck Tom Brady last year, okay?
Yeah.
He was scared as shit.
Agreed.
He wouldn't hold on to the ball.
How do I exit the chat?
And he also could have swam out from his
Somebody
dock.
Please tell me where the exit the chat button.
No, you're in here.
I do not co-sign. Hold on.
He could have helped.
Service announcement.
Blaine Gabbert saved those children.
Co-sign what these fools just said.
Whoa, fools! We have provided you a platform to speak and use your brain, Joshy.
Yeah.
Well, I'd like the three of you to start using yours.
I can't guarantee that.
Shots fired.
Can't guarantee that. Can't guarantee that. Nope.
Speaking of using our fucking brains.
Stank said it, by the way. Mm-hmm. That crash, that fire wreck happened right outside Tom Brady's fucking backyard.
Yep. Where was he?
He saw it, and he was like,
where was he?
I'm getting a massage.
Dispatched
I'm doing my
to save those people while he
did not
save the Bucs offense.
Dude was doing yoga in the nude and looked and watched these people's lives at stake and just said, "Fuck them."
I didn't want to say this in public.
I gotta get this Brady underwear on first.
Yeah. No, listen, Tom was annoyed this helicopter kept buzzing all over his fucking house. He had that shit shot down. Nobody wants to report it in the media, but you heard it here first.
Wow. Yeah, and then Blaine comes in, saves 133 people from the water. Blind orphans who'd fallen from that helicopter. I mean, just unbelievable story, dude. Unbelievable.
Listen, if Scott Reynolds does watch this show, hey, Scott, love you, brother.
How you doing, dude?
Yeah.
He's going to text me after this. What the fuck?
He's like, what the fuck have you done with my life?
All right, Josh. The most important part of the show has finally arrived, all right? We've learned a lot from you. I have to thank you. And you and I
Already know
now
he's
are
getting
like
canceled.
kind of like best friends because you agreed with my insider scoop on the Mike Dana option. So
Hold on though, Sammer,
deal.
because unlike other guests, I would take my hat off, but that means I got to take my headphones off, so I'm not gonna do that. I got to give Joshy Q a little tip of the hat there. He came out. Hey, some people come on here, they turtle up.
Get all timid.
Get all fucking intro, like, whoop, it's gone, like a little belly button. This motherfucker came on here and said, use your brains. Whoa. He took shots at the cannons. I fucking like it.
Took some shots.
Hey, Sammer, before you close, then you ask the question.
You know what you did tonight? You earned Sammer's respect. Because usually people go at Sammer, and he was like,
if you bark back at me, you earn my respect. You don't bark back at me, I'm going to fucking stomp you. That's just how it works. This is how it works.
Sammer, can you do me a favor, dude? Before you ask Josh the question that's now going to cancel him off the show forever, since we already know
forever.
Can you read Hans Pennyloaf's last comment in the chat for us, please? Just
all three of you are clowns who have decided to use Tom Brady as a scapegoat for last year. And you're gonna find out this year just how good he actually was last year. Thank you, Hans. I do not for 1 second believe that your name is actually Hans or that your last name is Pennyloaf.
I like that last name, though.
I kind of do, too.
It's very proper. He probably wears a monocle, but
the first name is a legend among the greatest Christmas
movies of all time.
Thank you.
Because it's a fucking Christmas movie.
Absolutely, it is 1,000%.
Still not. It's not the best Christmas movie though. The best Christmas movie is National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, and I'm not.
My wife would agree with you on that. My wife would agree with you.
You married smart.
Yeah,
I did. I married up. I will 100%.
I think the three of you definitely married up.
No, the best Christmas movie is the claymation Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
It is a classic. I don't think it's the best.
Fuck that movie. That shit is so stupid and boring and kind of
literally kicked my mother-in-law out of my house.
What?
Kicked her out.
She wanted to play that bullshit?
There was 1 year. You know how that happens, right? Joshy Q, you have the kids and stuff, and it kind of switches over. We're not going to Grandma's anymore. Grandma's coming to our house now.
Right. Yes.
We have the kids, right? It's about the kids. She came to my house, and she took off fucking National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, and she wanted to put on A Christmas Story. I said,
that movie's terrible.
My fucking remote back, and we're not watching that. We're watching National Lampoon's.
You still let her celebrate with you? You still let her celebrate? You didn't let her eat that night, did you?
Oh, hell no, bro. All right. Plus, she tried giving me white people fucking eggnog.
Listen,
though, man.
Sammer knows.
Even I know that.
Yeah.
All right.
Sammer knows a good cage guy, bro. It's time to put Grandma.
I tell you what. Next time I come on, we'll rank out the Christmas movies. All right.
No, I got a better one for you.
You guys can put your list together, and then I can go over where you went wrong.
No, I got a better one for you, bro. We're already planning it.
What?
We're already planning it. If you want to join us, you can.
Yeah,
sure.
We got Trevor. We're doing a football foods draft.
Okay.
That's what we're gonna do.
All right.
Yeah, you could be the football food salary cap guy.
Let's go.
You're way over the cap, bro.
Let's go.
You can't have brisket and wings. You're over the cap.
Can we afford to sign wings and brisket in the same offseason? And how many voidable years do we have to put on the brisket contract to make it work? Voidable sides.
Hey,
my God.
3 sides minimum. 3 sides minimum.
3 voidable sides, and I think Trey's gonna love it.
Hey, Sammer's gonna be looking over he's gonna be looking over at fucking Josh, like the horrible draft day movie with Kevin Costner. Can we fit this?
Whoa!
Can we make it happen? Can we fit these? Can you make the numbers work? Okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna be like Jason Light. I don't ask if I can make numbers work. I just go tell the guys, hey, we're signing you. We're signing you. Yep, you're gonna come down here and win a fucking Super Bowl in the first year we sign you. That's right. I don't worry about the numbers. Those guys in the back figure that shit out. Yeah, I got a guy named Greenberg. Yeah, he definitely got it.
Hey, see, I told you, motherfucker.
Whoa,
he made fun of us. He made fun of us, Snake. Collegiate
Greenberg
is the number 1 overall pick.
No. You just said Greenberg in the back. Nobody puts baby in the corner.
No.
All right.
All right.
I'm saying he's the guy taking care of it.
Stand the Greenberg slander. He's not in the back. He's out front leading the charge, saying we're gonna get everybody.
We're a big Greenberg.
We're gonna get everybody.
At least here in this household right here.
Big Greenberg.
He's no longer the consigliere to the general manager. Just letting you know. All right.
Okay.
He just isn't.
Ask
I love him.
Fire off the question.
Massive.
We're ready.
Also, listen. Before the show started, guys, this motherfucker said he puts ketchup on his wings.
Ketchup.
Ketchup.
I in fact do not. I
Okay.
wanted to see if it would pique your interest if I said.
We didn't fucking not hear it. We
No,
chose
we heard it.
not
We
to
just-
murder you. That's all.
Yeah. All right.
None of us responded, by the way.
So I believe the question is.
Roll off.
No,
Am I
No.
right?
no.
Hey, you don't ask the questions on the show.
Nah.
Oh,
Nah, how the fuck it works.
No.
All right? We
Slow
gave you
it
a
down.
nickname. We love. Hey, there he was. We're at the cookout. Paulie's over here, and he says, "Hey, come over here. I want you to meet a guy I didn't know before, and now we all knew him as Joshy Q. Knows his numbers, knows his contracts, and knows his guys.
But doesn't he know
Joshy
his
Q
wings?
became a guy. All right. Do you know your fucking wings, Joshy Q? More important than anything else we've talked about tonight. Do you enjoy the greatest food made for football? The chicken wings, saucy, dripping down your fucking elbows wet, or dry as a fucking piece of wood, dry rub nonsense like fucking Stanker enjoys?
Give me the sauce.
sauced. Ooh, okay.
Give me the sauce.
Low hanging
Drenched.
fruit.
That's a layup. That's
Easy
the easy
one. That's the easy
Because-
one.
You guys eat your gummy wings. I'm gonna
Just-
love my crispy dry rubs.
one. It's a two-part question.
Yep.
And the more important question. Fuck.
The only part of the question that matters, actually.
I'm not even that nervous. I don't know why I'm not nervous. Usually I get very nervous.
You already
nervous.
said ketchup, bro.
Because I kind of like Joshy Q, I kind of like him. He's grown on me. He's kind of become a family here, And now all of a sudden he's going to break our heart. I have a feeling. Go ahead, Latte.
The more important part of the two-part question is:
He wants to break our heart.
are you dipping them in blue cheese or ranch?
All right.
Oh,
Been
he
working
came
on this
prepared.
for a while.
He came prepared.
You do not ruin a perfectly flavored wing with anything.
Oh, purist.
You leave it with just the sauce.
Wow. You know who
Just the sauce.
You know who else answered the question that way?
Jason Light.
No.
What? I thought Light had that answer as well.
It was the fucking goat, Bruce Arians.
Ah, that's
That-
okay. All right.
What was
Yep.
Jason? Jason's
I
preference.
thought Jason
He's a blue
was.
cheese. No, Jason's
Okay.
blue cheese. He's a blue cheese guy.
Jason
said-
said he prefers not to dip them, but if he does, it is in blue cheese.
It's in
He's
blue cheese.
never touched ranch in his entire life. He said if he did, he would have been murdered by his own father. So
I don't like creamy dressings at all. So
Why
I
is
don't
that?
like
On
creamy
anything.
dressings, but
on anything.
I feel like the NBA guy. Why is that?
It's just they've never appealed to me. So
What
salads.
is it? Is it
I'm
the
an oil
flavor?
and
Is it the
vinegar.
texture? Is it the color? What
I
particularly
think
don't you
it's
like
a
about it?
I think it's a little bit of the
color?
former too, right? So I think it's the flavor and the texture. I'm an oil and vinegar guy on my salads, so I'm not a creamy dressy dude. It's just not my thing.
Soups. Are you
I
into
like
a good?
oil- I
Are
like
you
oil
like a
vinegar.
nice bisque?
I do like a nice bisque.
Hmm.
Yeah, I guess that's kind of weird, but I would say a bisque is a little bit more, a little less thick than say a ranch or a blue cheese.
I don't know. It depends on where you're getting your bisques at.
True, very true. So,
which
but
bisque are we talking about here, though? I'm
Josh?
not a lobster bisque guy. I don't like
You,
lobster.
what the fuck?
Lobster
You haven't
bisque.
been to Council Oak.
Yeah, you
son
haven't
of
been to Council Oak, bro.
a- What?
You will change. That will change your mind. I
Fire.
promise you.
Okay, Josh is invited to the cookout, and one day you will have all of our meat in your mouth.
Josh,
Wonderful.
wait, real quick before we just invite this guy to the cookout. Josh, how do you like your potato salad?
I don't like potato salad.
Oh,
All right.
now see, that's the best food take you've had all day.
That's a good
Oh,
answer.
there we go.
That was a
That-
trick question, see? Because you could have
Don't like-
said something crazy like
Like
raisins or almonds or some nonsense like that or cranberries,
No, thank you.
Bro, he's Hispanic, bro. He ain't doing that.
I'm just making sure, dude.
Although I did have an empanada the other day that had raisins in it. I got from like a fucking bodega around here.
Speaking of
I hate
empanadas,
the
I
dude,
hate people that put fucking raisins in their picadillo. It's not just no.
Yeah, get it. What? Why, bro?
No.
in their what? Wait, in their what?
Picadillo.
Picadillo.
That's
It's the
empanada
ground
and-
beef.
Right.
The ground beef that's stuffed. That's
Ground
stuffed
beef with
into
sauce.
the-
I
Some
didn't know that.
olives.
Olives,
Yeah.
maybe
Olives.
some potatoes, depending on who you get it from.
Yep.
I've also had like hard boiled egg, no problem. But raisin, no.
Yeah,
Listen,
seen it.
Stank's mother-in-law made these fucking empanadas. The
Yeah.
cream cheese with the guava, dude.
Guava, fire.
my
Ground
God.
beef cream cheese guava.
Ooh, all right.
God, dude.
Hey, hot take here, and I may get disowned. I've already been disowned by my mother, but I don't fucking care because if you know, you know.
Uh-oh.
I prefer over the Dominican and Puerto Rican version of empanadas, the Colombian version. Sorry.
I don't think I've ever had a Colombian empanada.
Bucks by 30
you
says-
need to go have one.
We talking about bisque? Bisque? We out here talking about bisque? Bisque. Bisque? We were talking about Bisque? Yeah, we are.
That's
All right,
that's
Josh.
a quality comment right there.
I know everybody knows PeterReport.com, obviously. Let them know.
Oh, wait, congratulations, by the way, right?
Awesome shit you do.
Oh, thank you. I
Yeah,
appreciate it.
congratulations.
Thank
He's
you.
like officially part of the team now.
pregnant?
Oh, I thought he already was.
I just hit my 1 year mark. I think it was last week. Yeah, 1 year with Peter Report.
Congratulations.
Stank's
on
been
being-
here since the beginning, and he's still not officially a loose cannon. But one day,
You keep striving, buddy. Dreams
So-
do come true.
keep it
Poppy,
going,
originally when you
champ.
said congratulations, I thought you meant something else.
What do you mean?
Well, I've been writing for Peter Report for a year, and you just started following me 2 days ago.
Oh, yeah, that too.
Yeah, he's bad at Twitter.
So I thought you were congratulating me on
Yeah.
finally
No. He's bad
meeting,
at. He's
meeting your
bad
standard
at
of
Twitter.
getting followed by you.
Congratulations that I decided to follow you. Sometimes I take a page out of Sammer's book, and I'm like, I'm the best at being humble, and I'm like, wow, he's earned my follow now.
I
So,
appreciate it.
Congratulations.
It's actually a rule of his. He won't follow anybody. He has a year thing, like
For 1 year.
1 year.
It's kind of like the third date, right?
I don't know you're committed, bro. Are you in this shit or not?
Right.
Like all these fucking Brady Bucs fans, they just left. They're gone.
Pastor Smitty says we need some soul food. Smitty, what's up, bro? Come
right.
on through.
Real quick,
Alright, we
before I
got-
let Josh drop some links and whatnot about himself and where people could read all his stuff, obviously, PeterReport.com. Jonas has asked a couple times in the chat, Samer, how can we all win a spot to go to the Arians Family Foundation golf tournament via the Loose Cannons? We will be announcing that very soon, and we have a pretty good lead-up time of the entire month of March. We're going to set a goal for our donation number and how you guys can participate and also win a chance to join us on the golf tournament and then also at the gala. It's going to be fucking awesome. The people who were there last year can attest to how
shit.
fucking dope it was.
We're
And,
raffling off. Look, we're
there's some-
raffling off a signed All-Star and a depth. Look
Get
at
live
this.
45.
We got some cool shit that we're going to...
You know what? That's a teaser. There's more though.
There's more. Look at that. Awesome.
Hey.
So we'll announce all that stuff soon. Jonas, thank you so much for bugging us a million times in the chat so we would not forget. Awesome. stuff.
Jonas, keep bugging us, man. We need more awareness to this because it's for the kids. We need to raise as much money as possible.
Absolutely.
We want to beat our goal from fucking last year.
We
raised like
crushed our
$50,000.
goal. It started at 10 and it went up to $25,000, dude.
That's amazing, guys.
We
That's
That's
crushed it.
absolutely amazing.
So, Josh, let people know how they can follow you on Twitter. Obviously, PeterReport.com, but
This
just
year's
do your
winner
thing
as well, by the way, at the golf turn, at our hole, at our hole.
in our hole.
There's going to be a private tent where Stank's going to give a baby oil massage to the winners.
Barefoot, I'm sure.
Of course.
Josh, you're obviously
course.
you're in, so just come on by.
Participate.
We'll
Appreciate it.
Give you a quick little rub down, a little Joshy Q special.
Appreciate it. So, you can catch my writings at peterreport.com. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, it's at Josh_Queipo. That is spelled Queipo. Appreciate you guys having me on.
Yeah,
Listen,
good Josh.
word of
Good
advice,
job.
because we're kind of into the content thing. We're really good at this.
Yeah.
You should absolutely change your name on Twitter right now with us on the show to Josh.
Joshy Q.
Do it now. Period. Just do it now.
What's
just tell
the
people to follow
hold
you,
on,
and it
hold on,
roll
hold
off
on.
the tongue as easy as Josh and Q.
I got a deal for it because Ben Solak does this with a friend of his online. I think it's those two. What's the goal for what you guys are raising for the Arians Foundation?
Well, Pelagic Computer just said we're going 35,000 this year.
Okay.
Holy shit.
If you guys hit
It's a
40K, I will change my
Easy.
Twitter handle to Josh EQ
Bam.
for a week.
No, not a week.
Oh,
no.
The whole
No,
season,
No,
dude.
no.
$40,000, bro. That's
Nah.
Kids, dude.
So,
Dog,
I-
we
I-
get a lot. Hey, do you know how much you get done for 40 G's on the street, dude? Come on.
here's the thing. You
Come
guys
on.
you guys don't understand the fact that I'm even willing to do this for 7 days, considering I've ended friendships over Joshy. This is something I've allowed 2 people in my entire life to call me. The fact that I am willing to do this for 7 days, 7 whole days, and the amount of anxiety that it is going to bring on me is worth the 40K.
You know what? I'm really impressed. Sammer knew it. Like he pulled it out the cosmos and
Listen, this is
instantly
a
hit you with
skill.
Joshy Q.
So,
This is a
you and your,
skill
you and
that
your
I have.
fans, you and your fans get it to 40K, and I will change my
Dude,
Twitter handle.
So
By the way,
to
by the way,
I
Joshy
kind of feel
Q
bad
for a
because
week.
we called you Joshy the entire show,
it's
and now you tell us
I
it
thought it was
brings.
growing on him.
He's telling us it actually hurts him.
ended friendships. Holy
Yes.
shit.
It's
Holy
fine.
shit.
You guys have been wonderful, and I really enjoyed being on here. So you guys make numbers 3, 4, and 5, God, I hope your followers don't come at me with it. But
they're
I'll
gonna
put
love
it
you.
out there for an entire week if you guys can, because it's for a fantastic cause, right? The
Absolutely.
Aaron's Family
All right.
Foundation.
Absolutely.
So I can grit through 1 week of that.
It is.
For something as absolutely amazing as Guardians Ad Litem, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
Mhm.
Helping kids who have unfortunately lost their parents or lost people who have been able to take care of them and have somebody who has their interests at heart. I think that's fantastic.
100%.
Yeah, they do awesome work. Josh, you fucking crushed your first ever Loose Cannons appearance, man. I
Appreciate it, boys.
It was really not that much math, bro. That's what I'm really excited about.
By the way,
I try and simplify things. I really do.
Bucks by 30, also known as Zachary. This one just came to me because we're here. We with Joshy Q. You should change your name to Snackery because you're a fucking snack. Boom. You're welcome.
Okay. Oh, I thought you were gonna say that he said that me and Jake still owe the crew some ass tattoos. That's also true. I'm waiting on Jake. I'm ready anytime. We're supposed to be cheek to cheek.
I'm gonna bring a tattoo artist to our tent at the golf tournament at our hole, and you are getting your ass tattoo right there.
Bro, please make that happen.
No, I don't
I'm gonna
fucking
do it.
challenge it.
Bro, it's at Valspar.
I
I want to get my ass tattooed
Instagram Live.
on the Valspar.
Yeah.
No,
In
YouTube
Innisbrook.
Live.
Innisbrook. We will stream it on every platform that will take a stream feed. All right.
Wait. Does Josh know
That
what we did?
fucking
Does
needs
Josh-
Chatterbait, Pornhub, all of them.
Does Josh know what we did?
I'm not aware.
Josh,
Okay.
we turned our entire hole into a tailgate party. We
Yeah.
had fucking red carpet. We had a step and repeat banner. We had a fog
shot
machine.
chicks.
We had shot chick. We had a live DJ announcing
Wait.
every player's shot.
We were grilling our meats on a charcoal grill on a fucking golf course on a green on a fucking
A PGA green.
we just like you should go watch the golf tournament video. It was fucking awesome.
We Happy Gilmore
Put it
the
on the
fuck
list.
out
Yeah,
of
we
it.
did have to get more.
We Happy Gilmore the fuck out of it. Hey,
So
This is-
so for this year, can I give you maybe a Happy Gilmore suggestion?
Women in lingerie.
the lingerie with the
My
white
wife
couch.
lingerie. We already said
I mean,
that.
you could absolutely go with that. I was
Yes.
going to go with I'm sorry, Tin Cup. Tin Cup reference. You should make everybody shoot with like rakes, brooms, baseball bats, everything like that. They're not allowed to use their
How about
traditional
a hockey
golf
puck
golf
or a
club.
hockey stick.
Hockey stick.
You could do that and stick with Happy, but
Come on.
yeah, I think get a little creative with it. They're
Can
not
we
allowed to use their
Can we at least get some
traditional
exploding golf balls?
No, we need the little person who's on the little horse that's just doing the thing around the fucking in his happy place.
Yeah.
We need to turn the hole into Happy's happy place, dude.
There you go. Glad I could help. With
Stank.
the think tank.
I know you know little people. Make it happen. Go Bucks.
Bro, you know I do, baby. No, I do.